We are following developing news this morning. 2 people are in the hospital after being shot while on the interstate early this morning. Let's go straight to Cuthbert Langley, who's been getting the latest for us now at Vanderbilt Medical Center this morning. So, Cuthbert, what's the condition of these 2 people who were shot?
Good morning, Jennifer. We know their conditions are improving this morning. They were brought in listed as critical condition, but police are saying they are improving as the morning goes on. And the investigation is also continuing this morning, although it's still in the very early stages. Here's what we know about what happened. The shooting is reportedly happened at Interstate 40 East in Fessler's Lane around 3 o'clock this morning. Metro Police tell me that 3 people were driving down that interstate when they heard gunshots. 2 people inside of the car were shot. They were able to get here to Vanderbilt Medical Center on their own accord this morning. And police say they don't have an idea about who the suspect or suspects may be in the situation or the details surrounding what happened. They are speaking with that 3rd person who was not injured this morning, but they say because it happened on the interstate, it was really difficult to find any concrete evidence that may connect the bullets to the trigger person this morning. So they really are relying on folks who may be driving in that area at that time. Again, this was at 3 o'clock at Interstate 40 East in Fessler's Lane. They are saying if you do know anything about this crime, to call Crime Stoppers. Again, that number is 724-CRIME. But again, we do know this morning that these 2 victims are here at Vanderbilt and their conditions are improving, but still no word yet on who may be behind this shooting. Reporting live here at the Vanderbilt Medical Center this morning, I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5 HD.
Interstate 24 was shut down for several hours overnight after a serious accident in Montgomery County. It happened around 10:40 last night in the westbound lanes and involved several vehicles. Life Flight was brought in to transport at least 1 person. We are working on getting more information about this accident, and we'll bring it to you as soon as we do. Metro Police have released the name of the man killed in a motorcycle accident near the Music City Raceway yesterday afternoon. Police say 49-year-old Donald Wayne Anderson of Lebanon was performing a burnout maneuver on the road outside the racetrack when he lost control of his motorcycle and slammed into a pickup. Witnesses say Anderson had been watching races at the raceway before the accident and then sped off and crashed into the pickup.
The guy on the motorcycle just sped at the wrong time. It went over 100 miles an hour. You can't do that here. You can't do that on the interstate.
Police say the man in the pickup was not hurt. They also say Anderson was going so fast on his motorcycle that he left a 100-foot acceleration mark on the road. A man died after an accident yesterday on the Cumberland River. The Nashville Fire Department says a father and son fell off their boat into the Cumberland around 5 p.m. The son told crews they were standing in the boat when it hit something in the water and they both went overboard. The pair was treading water and then got swept away from the boat, and the cooler temperatures quickly made the situation serious.
It's hard on him because he told us his daddy was doing fine. He was treading water, waiting for help, and then he just went unconscious, and then he didn't know how long, but he just kept keeping his dad up till somebody came by.
Another boat noticed the pair and pulled them out of the water. The son was not hurt. A Murfreesboro man is in jail this morning for allegedly engaging in sexual conversations with a 14-year-old over Facebook. 37-year-old David Newton turned himself in on Friday. He was charged earlier this month with solicitation of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor and solicitation of statutory rape of a minor. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation followed up on a tip and discovered that Newton and the teenager had engaged in ongoing illicit conversations much of last year. Newton is being held now on a $3,500 bond. And State Senator Jim Somerville is in trouble again. He's been arrested twice this weekend, once Friday and once yesterday, for separate charges of stalking and assault. The charges were based on a complaint made by a neighbor. Somerville made bail on both counts and is out of jail now. It was just last month that he was charged with public intoxication. Parents and students gathered outside the Robertson County Courthouse yesterday to speak out against the school district's new rezoning plan. Last week, the school board announced these plans to rezone the district after the U.S. Department of Justice determined that the district had failed to desegregate schools. Parents say the changes will force many students to ride a bus for hours to and from school and make it more difficult for parents to be involved in their kids' education.
They're picking the areas that have the highest population of minorities and shipping them out.
A public forum to further discuss the topic will be held tomorrow night at White House Heritage High School. Nashville appears to be gaining ground in the battle against obesity. According to data from Metro Nashville schools, the percentage of children classified as obese or overweight has gone down from 38% in 2010 and 11 to 36% in 2012 and 13. The mayor's office has been leading a campaign to get the city healthier. And in schools, they have changed school lunches, implemented new vending machine policies, and added more exercise in the day. Despite the decrease, though, Nashville still falls short when compared with other large cities. Nearly 1 in 4 Nashville area residents is still considered obese.